boy. You like that? You like that? I like that.
That is very offensive.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of TACT Lab. I'm Tyler, and like always, I'm surrounded by three beautiful friends. Before I go too far, this is a podcast where four people sit down and talk about pretty much anything. Chris, how are you?
I'm doing good, but one of you guys might not be soon.
What does that mean?
I put rat poison in 3 of those 5 hot dogs.
Ray, you played.
That last one tastes like almonds.
Well, there you go.
Was that Russian roulette?
Alex probably took all 3 of them.
It would be cool to take one hot dog out of 4, jumble them up, throw them down on the table, and all of us grab one and eat it.
But then again, my stomach has been cramping for the past hour, so maybe it's
Killed yourself, you idiot.
You played yourself.
I switched them at the last minute.
fake throat.
Yeah.
Thomas, how are you?
Well, I was going to say that I speak for the group saying, thank you, Chris, for sharing that nice hot wiener with everybody, but
No problem.
fuck you.
Yeah,
Fuck
good
you, man.
winner.
Yeah.
That's why you don't.
Yeah.
me about my wiener.
I
Yeah.
don't think that'd be something a guy would say.
Yeah. So,
Don't put poison wieners near your mouth.
yeah.
You guys could say it.
I
They could.
guess.
Depends on which way you swing.
Get your hand off my penis!
How are you, Alex?
I'm really good. I just don't like really fat guys like Ralphie May size on motorcycles.
Well,
What
Ralphie
kind of
May is
motorcycle
dead.
does he drive?
Is he dead?
Did he drive one of the fat motorcycles?
No, I'm saying people that look like Ralphie May
Oh.
on motorcycle.
I
He's
hate-
already dead.
I hate the
he?
Harleys that look like they're just fat old people motorcycles.
They weave through traffic. Playing a dangerous game there, pal.
All you got to do is wait them out.
I don't think you can.
It's a matter of time before
gotta
they
s-
pass on.
Not when he's on that hog.
You guys ever had a stern talking to from a motorcycle driver?
But
I want one so I can
Oh,
tell you
I
to
would
fuck
have had one
off.
before. He's like, looks like you cut me off there a little bit. I was like, no, I didn't.
I remember at work one day, you went up to a guy on a motorcycle and said, fucking go.
Yeah, he sat at a red light and then the light wasn't changing.
Yeah.
Because they wasn't picking him up.
You're
Like,
like,
just fucking go.
Like, you get out of the truck and walk 3 steps up and you're like, fucking go!
Because it's like there's no traffic coming at a red light. But you
Like,
you
just
go, the light
fucking
will
go,
change for
yeah.
everybody
I
else.
think I think if you wait for a full
Cycle.
red light, you're allowed to go. I went all the time. My motorcycle
Yeah.
was not heavy enough
Yeah.
to set that shit off.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny. I remember that. That was pretty good.
Yeah. You gotta just carry on some metal plates just throw on the ground.
Oh, yeah, I remember you, like, wheeling up the medium of Concord Mills.
Yeah, I remember that one too. You're one of those guys.
Well, you find more of those guys. find
One
more of
One
them.
of the Mad Max drivers is just
Yeah, he's
in
like,
traffic, you know. Doing
Got
wheelies.
flames coming out. Some
Yeah.
dude on the guitar just like, ding, ding,
There's not many of them drivers.
extreme
Okay.
All right, how you
Not many of them that'll wheelie off the median.
I see a bunch of girls do it too.
Yeah, does it come off the back? Yeah, that's because
I seen one come off the back in a cornfield.
I would never do it with someone on the bike, but they had
She hit
bad.
so hard her ass made a dent in the
They
ground.
had bad boyfriends.
They thought they had crop circles.
Yeah,
Bad boyfriends.
yeah. Anyway, how you doing, Tyler?
Well, finally got my. I'm scheduled to get my gallbladder out.
Yay.
Nice.
It's happening.
We'll have to do a podcast from the hospital room.
Just live from the
I'll be able to do the podcast next Monday, and then I think Tuesday or Wednesday I got my shit. So I'll be able to come back on the next Monday, but I won't be working for a couple weeks.
Oh, it's tough saying goodbye to an organ.
I know I won't be 100% complete anymore. I'm gonna have a little bit out of me. So I've asked him if I can keep the stone. He said remind him on the day of.
Aren't gallbladders like nipples? They're just like whatever.
Yeah,
Well, I
they
don't know. Thomas was showing me a video where they could have cloned you.
with DNA like.
Bill Gates and Alex Jones was blowing the lid off of Bill Gates, dude.
Yeah.
Is it bone marrow? I've been hearing that they can clone people with bone marrow.
Well,
Is this not a thing? I hope it's not a thing.
They've been cloning horses for years.
The same thing as humans.
Same thing.
Yeah, but you have to have sperm to clone someone, right?
Well, they were saying,
No, how would you clone a woman?
No.
I'm just cloning.
You just need DNA. Apparently, Alex Jones says that we have clones among us right now,
Right.
and we
I
just
believe
don't know
that.
that. Like, we don't
Okay.
know that there are clones walking around, going to school, living, and working.
What about where's the host guy at? They die?
I think Bill Gates just has them.
Is this going back to Sandy Hook?
Oh
No.
shit! They killed kids at Sandy Hook to make clones.
That's what I'm saying. This is all going back to Sandy Hook.
Wait. What year was Sandy Hook?
Like 2012 or something.
Okay, now what was the average age of the kid that was shot up at Sandy Hook?
Well, let me see
It was
the.
elementary school, so
Yeah,
what?
like 8?
8? Yeah,
Let's
7, 8
see.
years old. They burned the school down and built a
So
new one.
Yeah,
they
they
would be
did.
like what, 17?
Which we've talked about that. It's weird they didn't do that with Columbine.
Right. All the other
was
school
that?
shootings. That
Hey.
one, yeah.
2012. I was right.
Nice.
I think that's what I said.
So anybody that comments on TikTok, we do know about school shootings.
So what do you think they'd be
We
like?
are experts
Those kids
there.
would be like 16, 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
now?
If it was an elementary school, the average age would be anywhere from 6 to like 10 or
So if
11.
they clone those kids, they're out in the world now.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
obviously, I think Sandy Hook happened.
But you're saying Alex
Did
Jones. You're saying
But
Alex.
did it?
Alex Jones is saying that it didn't happen because those kids are still alive.
Well, technically, Sandy Hook did happen because there's footage.
We allowed it to happen.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
footage. You've seen footage?
It was well, you can see the police going into the building and stuff, but did those
That's-
people die?
Yeah, that's not
Were
hard
those
to.
people murdered?
That's not hard to
I
set
think,
that
I
up.
think it's solid. Yeah.
It's a solid yeah.
Yeah.
Did those people show up later in the Vegas shootings?
Oh, the crisis actors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dan Bilzerian
was
was
at both. I'm pretty sure Dan Bilzerian was at Sandy Hook.
I saw a video of him.
Shit, used to get that rolling.
He paid $1 million to get a gun and run into that elementary school, and they only let him walk to the front door. Apparently,
They said some dude with a boonie hat and cargo shorts was running through the school. That's all they had.
wow.
I saw on TikTok that people were sweating him. Some
Sweating
women
him. Getting hot.
women were really sweating him because he did a transformation video where he has his beard and everything, and he goes up and then comes down with his shirt off, flexing with fully clean shaved
He clean shaved recently.
for a transformation video. And he's just like,
I need to see that.
So is he like a woman now?
he didn't
What are you
look
saying,
like
Chris?
him.
You said he was transformed.
What are you
Well,
saying?
yeah, beard's like really trained.
Yeah, I'm
Hey.
clean shaved over here.
Oh, you saying he like just cut his
It
beard?
is a woman.
Sorry, I thought that was like he was coming
Right.
out.
Right?
Well, Thomas said it was a coming
I
out
don't know.
video. I don't know.
I could.
There you go.
I like the fake one.
Oh, he doesn't look as nice. Oh God.
Is that Lex Luthor?
It was Lex Luthor.
He's probably going for a new image. His image currently is pretty bad.
Yeah.
That doesn't
There
look
it
like
is.
that. Whoa, that caveman looked like
There it is.
Joe Rogan and Lex Luthor had a baby.
Bro, you just go. If you was on the right for real, you would just
Yeah.
go live somewhere for 9 months.
Have you ever taken stem cells and TRT?
There you go.
What?
That was just him.
Okay, cool. He's
I don't know.
shaved, and I think he's just trying to rebound from all this bad publicity.
I think so too. Honestly,
I don't know how he'll dig himself out because obviously, as a company, you would be pretty hard pressed to trust him as a.
Yeah. You want
Wait.
to put money into him, he's going to take your money and buy a fucking Lambo.
Just
he's
like
gonna
his
come.
dad.
He's gonna come after us now. This is the second episode in a row we mentioned him.
Let him.
He's gonna come
like-
after. He's gonna come after our $3.33.
He come
I
and
think,
get it.
I think Pay Money Wubbly said something about him, and he basically was like, "Fuck you, dude," or something. He'll trash talk you if you say something bad. Maybe
we
not
do it in,
us.
We do it in jest. We
Maybe
like
he'll show
everybody.
up at Thomas's house and be like, "Let me in. I'll save him." With the rifle.
I mean,
I know you got him in your basement.
He's like 5'7", right?
Yep,
Probably.
5'8" at the most.
Yeah.
But
Versus size 8 shoe.
What's up with? Oh, I'm not gonna
Was he
say it.
Tom Cruise?
he's gonna start doing cameos. He's gonna start doing cameos.
Well, on the app.
Yeah.
The Cameo app.
That'll be his new thing.
It's easier for smaller guys to build muscle.
I can see that.
I can't wait to get some workout equipment in the garage and working out, man.
You-
I'm gonna be ripped.
Alex is our foremost.
No, I'm not.
Fitness
Bodybuilding expert.
Well,
yeah.
no, not really.
Comment section.
You can tell. Yeah.
Alex is the expert in
Yeah.
that world. So
At this table.
yes, I'm not. Thomas is not. Chris is not. Alex is the expert.
But in the world of that, I'm a novice.
So you're an expert at the table, though.
He's but a novice.
Yeah. If only we could be so humble.
Right.
Yeah.
Creatine, or
Yeah, creatine's good for you.
what do you do at nighttime before you go to bed? So
Some
eat.
cottage cheese.
Oh,
or some casein.
What's that?
casein.
What's that other thing? Ketamine. Creatine or ketamine?
Oh, K?
Ketamine will get you a good workout.
K. Kratom?
Well, I was thinking, you know,
Put you to sleep, I think.
but creatine starts with a
pretty-
C, right?
Pretty much go rip a
Yeah.
cop's head off if you take some kratom.
Kratom? I've never heard of this.
Kratom.
Is it-
Kratom,
I thought it was
kratom,
kratom.
Super
Oh.
K,
Kratom.
K.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan was all about it for a little
So
while.
they start eating people's noses off and stuff.
Oh, is that the bath salt stuff they did in Florida?
That was right before the bath salt thing, I think.
No, that you can go buy K at like most CBD stores right now.
What?
Yeah.
Well, you can buy it off Amazon,
Yeah.
And it makes you go crazy?
I guess.
It's just a different type of high. It's a synthetic marijuana.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to.
Oh, that's
don't
what
want to
that
fuck around
is?
with synthetic
Oh.
stuff. No.
People get addicted to the K stuff. Yeah.
It's just like a car, and once you go from regular oil to synthetic, you can't
Yeah,
go back.
you're done. You're done.
It's game over.
It doesn't
messes
run
up
the
the
same.
headers.
Yeah.
And them headers,
does
them,
mess up the- it does-
gaskets are fucked.
Yeah. It messes up the headers. So you get fluid everywhere.
Then you start rewiring your spark plugs and start having different cylinders firing different orders, and
Yeah.
it just goes all over. the
It
place.
go from 6 cylinders to 4, back to 8.
Gouging.
Yeah.
The distributor just all wonky,
It's-
all wonky.
That's what happens if you have a
I know.
V8.
It just
You
folds.
can unplug 2 of them and
You
have
just-
V6.
You got to fold your
Yeah.
carburetor into
And
your
it'll
fuel
run
injector.
just fine. It'll run just
I'm
fine.
pretty sure.
Chris is over here dying. It's
I'm pretty sure a V8 gives you options for V8, V6, V4.
Yeah. It'll
all you have
run,
to do is shut some of them down, right?
yeah.
No,
It'll
V4. Sorry, 4-cylinder.
it'll run
yeah, inline.
just fine. Yeah.
Inline 4. As long as you have the right cables crossed.
You can take an inline 4 like a Honda motor and get it all the way down to 1 if you're
Yeah.
doing a beach trip because the highways you don't need as much power.
Right.
Yeah, did you just get one cylinder VTEC?
We are the foremost experts
On automotive.
on automotives.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I-
take the expert spot on
Yeah.
automotive
You
stuff.
just
Yeah.
take some of the spark plug things and swap them around a little bit.
Just bypass the distributor cap and just go straight to
They've
this.
got a Bluetooth mod now where you can basically do a wireless spark plug wires. Yep.
Really?
No.
If you want to really spice up your engine, just lay a crescent wrench
Across the battery
across
terminals.
the battery, and your alternator will never go bad.
Yeah.
If you want to
Alternator.
if you want to
The alternator.
you want to DIY weld something together,
That's the thing that keeps the radio going.
Yeah.
just take that battery jumper cable, battery to battery, and then find another battery and hook it up backwards. And you will pretty much melt a battery.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. We're experts here.
Yeah, we're always experts.
We're Jack of trade.
Jack off of all
We
trades.
know blades, we know motors, we know workout equipments, we know guitars,
Yeah.
woodworking.
That's like all the stuff you know.
Oh, why not? No, some stuff.
Yep. We can build we can build some things. We can get you through a little hurdle.
Yeah.
I think if the shit hits the fan, the knowledge that all 4 of us have, we can start our own nation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Chris can run e-commerce and social stuff with other people.
Social media. No,
Yeah,
Chris would
ethnics.
be the next NSA
Yeah.
What?
because you hate giving out people's like information.
But you love gathering it.
I could pretty much build anything. I'm
Yeah.
pretty handy. Fab work,
I'll
welding.
hold the items while you put it together. I'll be the scaffolding.
Yes.
And the joist
You're
holder.
you're kind of the
mule.
barbarian of the,
The
group.
mule.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll be the muscle.
Yeah.
The muscle. You'll be the guy cracking heads.
Yeah.
I'll just go die.
Thomas is offering we get other people as,
Yeah.
as a bounty, so you can hold on to him as a promise that we'll
Yeah.
come back.
Thomas is like, you guys want a free sandwich? Here you go.
There you go.
I'm glad I have no skills.
You're the thief.
I have no fucking.
You are
skills.
kind of the thief, but you don't
the thief.
you don't literally steal from people. You steal from corporations. in a
Robin
way.
Hood.
Well, to be fair, Thomas brings the next generation.
I have kids.
Yeah, bring your kids into the
I'm
apocalypse.
just saying.
Those kids look really tasty. I haven't eaten in 30 days. Thomas is like, get the fuck back. Fuck back for all of
It's
you.
like that movie, The Road.
And then Alex just like bear hugs him from the back while I steal the kids and run into the woods.
Dude, I would love nothing more than the bear hug guy to kill him.
You like
That'd
take
be
him
cool.
and go right back onto his neck, and his neck's like,
You're like, hey, he's dead. And it's just like,
yeah, Alex pops his eyeballs out from squeezing his chest.
it's like the guy's dead, dude.
Then you gaslight his kids that his dad was
It's
the
like
bad guy.
he was coming after me. I had to protect my group of friends.
Yeah, he came at me first.
He was going to eat you
Thomas was
guys.
trying to kill you.
And he
Thomas
grew-
was trying
and he
to
groomed
eat
the
you.
kids.
I think I could be useful in apocalypse. I
Yeah,
think.
everybody had their
What would
traits.
we groom the kids to do? Trick other people that
Yeah,
are
yeah.
lost bring
all,
them to a bush, and then we jump out and stab them and take their belongings.
Yeah, we're like, they go
Sir,
out and
help
it's like, hey guys. We do the Vietnam thing where we send them out to shine shoes and just detonate them.
Just
Blow the kids up.
we got 2 chances. We wasted them both.
We got 2 dirty bombs.
It would probably be better just to have them out in the middle, just sitting there crying, and then people are like, "Oh, little kids,
That's what I was
all right."
thinking.
And then you just come out of the bushes with AK, and you're like, "Give us all your shit."
Yeah,
You
we're-
know.
yeah.
Yeah. Would we kill them or would
Maybe
we?
in Vietnam is a little extreme.
They still do it in Afghanistan.
Yeah,
I don't want my kids to die.
yeah. That's why we killed the other dude, gaslight the kids, and then
Okay,
use them
guys, like
as
the other
dirty
dude's
bombs.
kids. Okay,
Yeah.
They,
Mine are
sure.
learning how to do this. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
they-
We give them chocolate to hand out and trick other people. It's like,
Yeah.
you want chocolate?
See, my
And
kids
come in
would-
and shoot 'em.
my
Hershey
kids would be
Keys,
there.
Hershey Keys.
Hershey kid, come here.
My kids would help you groom the other kids. It would help gain their trust.
They're like the little kids from Hostel.
yes.
Give them candy to go do your bidding. Yeah.
And we just give them K as payment.
Get 8-year-olds hooked on K.
That's what they do in Africa. That's what they do in Africa, dude. It
Christ.
works.
Can you imagine 30 kids on K coming at you with like knives?
That'd be bad.
Please, sir, help us. They're just totally fucked up
Just-
and wrong. They got their script off. They're like mixing scripts at this
But
point.
then it's like too far gone, and it's like, Tyler, you gotta light them up. It's like,
Jeez.
fucking torture them.
They're too far gone.
What would happen if you mix someone with K and Adderall
What about K and ecstasy?
and that? Let's throw X in there. You have K, X, and Adderall.
They're
People-
like,
I mean, people like eating other people's fingers.
Yeah, it's like hyper focused.
Yeah.
It's like you only eat it down to the bone and just leave the bones perfectly.
but they can still move their finger.
Yeah, it's like
They're looking at the bone move.
They just started eating corn on the cob the long way.
That's what the drug lords over in
Yeah.
Africa do, man. They've got a whole militia of 12-year-olds that they go and steal from villages. They kill all the elders and adults in the village, take the kids, get them hooked on fucking heroin, and put a gun in their hand. And then you go to the next village and you're like, shoot them in the head. And you're forcing the new 12-year-old to like cry his eyes out. And he's like,
But after he kills like 4 people, he's like,
he's
Well,
done.
yes.
He's-
Death in his eyes, man. He's done.
He's stone cold after that because then they clap him on the back. They're like,
They give him some K.
Prostitute, 2 cigars.
Give him the 10-year-old girl they just robbed. Said, here's your new bride.
That's what happens, and they put him in a room to PS2 and he has to go to town.
Yep.
It's all good until they give an orangutan an AK and he starts shooting.
Dude, that's what I would do.
Yeah. If you tell a
Dance
12-year-old,
for bananas, monkey.
if you
Talking
tell
about
a
the orangutan.
12-year-old he's a man now, you got him for life.
Dude,
True.
there's nothing more for the kid to be here that he's a man.
Yeah, he just comes in. It's just like, I'm proud of you, and it's just like,
Yep.
Until the guy's like, now, never mind. I go there.
go ahead. You already started.
Now to be a man.
Be a man.
You know, that actually just happened with the DC shooter. You remember that guy?
Which
Yeah,
one?
the one that
They
cut
got
the
it.
keyhole, that cut the hole in the back of the car.
I was reading up about it. Apparently, it was a 17-year-old black kid
Yeah.
and like a 30-year-old Muslim guy.
Yeah. 37, I think.
What?
Whatever.
When was
And they were
this?
having
When
sex
we were in
together.
high school, this-
Oh, the ECS.
They were having
The
sex
DC
together.
sniper.
Did you know that?
Yeah, they were banging. Like they were shooting people through the keyhole and then banging.
and he was shooting to be a hole.
Ah.
I don't know. They never said which was which.
They were gang banging and bang ganging.
The young kid said that it was a
Give me your
lot of
9.
fun to have sex with him too. Right after they killed people, they were
Hey,
running
probably-
on a big high.
That adrenaline rush.
They were adrenaline fucking.
That's,
They're
the-
like Donnie and Clyde.
that's that. That's that murder boner.
Yeah, that's what. It
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Could you imagine? Could you imagine killing people and then having
Fucking
sex
a
with
dude.
your mentor?
Oh.
Yeah, well, fucking a guy. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Not fucking another guy.
that
no.
guy, that kid was getting fucked.
Yeah.
I would imagine the kid got fucked because he was brainwashed.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you would brainwash that kid to just be like,
He was just
just
a meat sack.
Is he still in jail?
The kid's in jail for life. The Muslim guy got the death sentence.
Okay.
is he dead though?
Yep.
Okay, good.
He got shipped to Guantanamo, probably.
They just straight killed him.
It's like he's Muslim, kill him.
That guy was ex-U.S. military.
He will not be
Yeah,
missed.
he was like Desert Storm or something, or Gulf War.
He had an
one of those.
arsenal of weapons and an arsenal of anger.
Was
Apparently-
it Desert Shield or Desert Storm?
I don't know.
What's the card say?
He's probably on one of those cards.
He's probably in the one with the flamethrower.
Firefighters.
Okay.
Yeah.
There he is. He's one of those guys.
Yeah, apparently he was pretty mad at
Nightmare as a child.
he was mad at corporations and white people.
It's always white people.
Well, he ended up killing blacks too.
Equality.
Non-Muslims, I think, is what the aim here is.
He would find them on a corner where they could park their car, shoot them, and get away very
You could
quickly.
just shoot out the keyhole of a fucking Grand Marquis. Nobody knows where the fucking rounds coming from.
They got away with it because some dumbass is like, I saw a white box truck.
Yeah, for 3
It's
weeks
like-
they looked for a white box truck.
How did they catch them? Someone saw
They
them
saw
shooting?
somebody removing
Okay.
the emblem.
Yeah,
I think
and
they-
see the gun poked through, right?
I think someone literally heard and saw
the white of his eye.
car shooting bullets.
They saw the actual car shooting.
I think
yeah.
They
that's what
probably
happened.
saw the dark hole and then like the smile come across and then the eyeball.
Well, after a couple of weeks doing it, I mean, everybody was on high alert. I remember we were like, dude, we're gonna be shot driving down the highway.
Yeah, it's like, they gonna come down 85.
They came all the way to Georgia.
They gonna come down here where we live for some reason.
Did
Yeah.
they shoot anyone in North Carolina?
No, they didn't make it to North Carolina. They were making their way over.
If they were smart, they would have.
Yeah.
Just kept going.
They didn't travel far enough distances.
See, this is where you learn from them and you repeat it.
Yeah, you gotta take a page out of the book.
I'm
and
saying
then-
if you were to do it,
yeah, you gotta take a page out of the book, then see where they failed.
Yeah.
And then how do you fix that mistake?
make
And then
that mistake.
you go further instead of staying at close locations. Maybe go a little bit further, and
change
then
to-
backtrack a little bit
yeah,
just
change
to
area
throw it off.
codes.
I think those guys were the last ones that could pull that off. Now,
think if you can
there's
probably pull it off.
surveillance everywhere.
Yeah.
You can cause havoc. You can cause mayhem.
If you're driving down the highway and you just lay down in the trunk and just pop around
Yeah.
out and just keep going, no one knows where that fucking round
yeah,
came
just
from.
straight up Blackwater out on 85, man. Just
Dude,
pull a
just like
Blackwater.
You'd have to make sure it's not in the city though, because they have cameras.
I'm saying
on
just
the
get out
highway.
85, just or wherever down the highway.
Yeah.
Hit 96, hit 77.
I don't know. A lot of people have
26.
dash cams and stuff now too.
Yeah, but look, you're gonna have the mindset that you're a dead man. This is only gonna go on
Yeah.
for so long. So what you do is you load up on 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 rounds of AR-15. It's not hard to get that.
The back of the car just sinking down.
It's not hard to get 1,000 rounds of AR ammo. You got a buddy in the back. It's a duo. He basically pops up the Blazer back hatch and he shoots every fucking cop that's trailing you. Now cops won't follow you. Cops are off your tail. You could even shoot helicopters out of the sky with an AR.
Congratulations, there's an APC block on the road.
Hey,
That spike strip your fucking ass.
all you got to do is
All you gotta do.
all you
This
got.
is Mark Wahlberg's shooter in the fucking backseat.
All right, here we
Oh,
go. Foremost
I could've
expert
stopped it.
on
You
how to be a
thought I would've
criminal.
That APC is going to take a while to get out, so you could cause a lot of fucking havoc.
Have you seen Concord's APC?
Yes.
Dude, all you gotta do is take some grease, cover it in a sock,
That's not me.
light on fire, and throw it at it, and it'll just blow the track off of it.
What is it? Saving Private Ryan?
Maybe.
So the thing is that if you're just starting your mayhem, you can just go 10 mile an hour faster than everyone else on 85. Everyone you pass, the guy in the back headshots them as they go.
Dude,
They lose control, fucking knock out
And
some
so
more.
everybody else that you're passing has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
see, we've went from doing something stealthily to you doing like a death race suicide run.
This is how you could cause
You're just like
pandemonium.
balls to the wall, just
Yeah,
like
you're not
I'm
getting out
speeding
of
down
that,
the highway. Oh, let's not look at that Blazer
But
with the fucking hatch window
You have
open
it
and going,
planned.
pop,
You
pop.
have it planned out where you have cars staged every state, and you swap cars.
Oh, like every 50 miles you switch vehicles?
Yes.
As soon as the cops catch on and they start to trail you,
This new car.
light them up. Everyone will back off.
And that's where you get to the fourth car. You make a line, get to the fourth car, and go in the total. Like if you're going south, you just head west.
And what happens is you get the attention of a higher up. So Charlie Theron comes in a stealth bomber and gives you a little assistance.
Yep.
Well, what?
And then Vin Diesel comes in later. What the fuck was
It
that?
wasn't me.
It might have been me.
So what will happen though is they will set up a line, or they will shut down 85, and then they'll have troopers or whoever on the sides of the road, and they will fucking light your ass up as you try to drive through them.
You got to give the keys of the car you were using to a homeless man so he drives it. And they're like, get out of the fucking car now. And you're still like,
These guys are smart.
No, if you
we
were,
fucking got him. He's like,
I'm pretty sure this is like similar to that movie The Jackal with Bruce Willis and Richard Gere.
as soon as you shoot, as soon as
hamsters
you
under the
start
house.
openly shooting things, it's all bets off.
I
They're
think-
gonna fire
I
on
think
you.
if you started here, I don't think you'd make it past CMPD.
it'd be tough.
No, I think you would. That was my chair. It
Okay.
squeaked for some reason.
This
It was
guy-
like,
Where's Waldo over here?
there's definitely ways you're not
You
getting
can
away
make it
with
past
that.
CMPD.
We do not condone any of this.
I think Tyler would get wrecked before he made it to CMPD.
It
No,
depends. If
yeah.
you went straight down 85, they'd
Yeah.
stop you pretty fast.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Well,
What the hell
maybe,
are y'all talking about?
maybe. I think you
There's
could,
no way. You drive down 85 and you're popping shots and you keep going to speed limit. There's
Yeah.
no way CMPD's gonna catch you before you
Yeah.
get out of Concord.
I think Concord's going to call it in. And
if
be
you
like,
had a
"You're done."
silencer too.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
come
killing-
on.
you're-
What do you
Someone's
think
going to call that
silencers-
in. It's going to get called
not
in by.
hard.
It's going to
But
get
who's
called
gonna
in by
know who's
locals.
shooting it?
It's not hard to get a silencer.
Yeah,
I
have
can
you-
make one out of a mag light.
Yeah, but
Pillow.
silencers aren't like in the movies. It's not pew pew.
Yeah, but they're in their car with windows up, and you're going down the 85 at 80 or 90 mile an hour. So all that noise is you're really not going to hear a fucking rifle going
I'm
off.
saying you pop off a shot. Like you're not consistently popping off a shot. You're like you shoot one guy, you
You're-
keep going, you pass 4 exits, shoot another person.
You're killing the witnesses too as you go.
Yeah.
Who's
And-
calling this in?
No, you haven't considered the hero truck driver.
He
the guy's
doesn't
like, pulls
know.
out that long ass revolver,
He gets up beside you. He sees the muzzle flash.
and then you just
Okay,
kill him.
sorry, Tyler doesn't have muzzle flash.
Are you-
Well, you're in the back of a car shooting out the back of it. You literally have to shoot everyone you pass.
So this
Truck drivers,
driver,
everybody.
You're not going to be able to shoot up and get him.
You shoot his
gonna
engine
shoot a-
block.
he's
now,
gonna-
if you do it at nighttime,
What if you shoot the people while you're beside a semi?
is this daytime or nighttime?
I don't
Doesn't
know.
matter, man.
If you did it at nighttime, I think you'd have a better
We'll
shot
say dawn.
Let's say you have
because there's less traffic and easier to conceal at the night.
you
I
have
just- I just think
What
that's
if
gonna-
what if you tail the semi, shoot the car behind you, and then pass the semi?
I think he's gonna.
you could just tail the semi the whole time.
He's gonna flick his stogie,
That's what I'm
kick
saying.
out his window.
Like what if you shot at people while
He's
you're
gonna
beside
brake
a semi?
check you.
That's your blanket, and just you kill it whenever you got beside a semi down the road.
Yeah, but then the semi coming a half mile back, it's gonna be like, rubber ducky, we got a.
You shoot that semi.
Yeah, but you're not gonna shoot the semi that reported it a half mile
You
back.
shoot the one that's there.
And then you got
telling
the
you,
you got
man.
the vehicles coming in the opposite direction.
You gotta
too.
remember, these guys have like this whole next tail system.
I don't understand-
Rubber ducky, we got
the thing
Taliban
is,
over
you're
on
gonna make one shot,
southbound.
everyone's gonna know that car that shot it. I don't think they are.
They're not, especially if you're shooting these people.
If you're going down the highway, they're not going to catch the car that's doing it.
If you had a fully
It'll take a
autom-
while.
He's talking about like an 85 K5 Bronco.
No, anything that you
I'm saying
could
a
hang
car
out
with
the
a tr-
back.
I'm saying a car with a trunk and you shoot out the keyhole.
No, what you do? Okay, here you go.
He's talking about a guy like laying down suppressive fire out of the back of the truck.
No, you got to get a
Oh
Tesla.
yeah, they see you there. Yeah.
You get a Tesla and you make it self-driving and make it a solo mission.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but a Tesla's bad because it can only go so far. You can actually set up external gas tanks in the back of the Blazer so you can go cross country.
I'm gonna haul 12 D-Watt batteries with me so I can
Make sure
keep my
you got a-
Tesla
You
charged.
have them with jack stands on the front and you can change the tire out later by yourself in the mud.
You got to have solid tires too so you can run over spike strips.
True.
Tyler over
You
here
have an air
with this
compressor, you can deflate the tires.
300 gallon
Just solid
gas
rubber
tank.
tires, man.
Yeah, you don't need air.
They're like, "The spike strips ain't working.
Fuck it.
Okay, realistically, I think any of us could go out into the woods next to Old Concord Road and just pop a few shots at a car
Okay,
passing by
yeah,
and
I
just
don't
walk
know.
away. And no one would know.
That would
think
become
anyone
a
can do it.
heavily searched
We're not doing
area.
it. We're not doing it. We're not
I
doing
don't think
it.
anyone could do that.
We're not
Anybody
doing
could
it.
do that.
Anyone can do that, but you should not do this.
If you wanted
Correct.
to, if you wanted to
You
get
should
away,
not-
Don't do this,
Do
but I'm
not
just
do
saying
any of this.
the chances of actually getting away if you just go into the woods near Old Concord Road, just walk there and just pop, 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 pop at like 5 cars passing by. Just stay for 1 minute and then just leave.
That'd be national news.
dude, that would be tough to
would
get
they
away
know-
from.
But would they
I'm
know
just
who
saying
you're there?
That would be national news.
Because think of the area, how little surveillance there is around this area.
I think you'd have a better chance
And you
on.
walk.
You know that section of 85 between China Grove and Salisbury? There's literally
Yeah,
an
nothing.
exit every fucking mile or half a mile. You could time it just right where you get on, drive on to 85, out the window, headshot someone, and then immediately get off and drive away. And I think that would be a better chance of
But
escaping.
what if they get your tag, then you're fucked. That's why I said if you walk out.
You don't have a tag. Take the tag off.
Well, that's going to make you conspicuous.
Who care? Who's gonna the chance? I drive around with a tag all the time, without a tag on my old truck all the fucking time.
You have that kind of luck. I would get pulled over the second I turned out. I don't have my wallet and I'm scared.
You've been arrested though.
Why do you feel scared? You're
Yeah, you're white.
wait.
He's not afraid of dying. He's just afraid of getting a ticket.
Like your heart don't skip a beat when a cop gets behind you for no fucking
When
reason.
I'm in Salisbury, it does.
Yeah, it still does to me when a cop gets behind me for no fucking reason. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
apparently I can't. I'm not supposed to have that feeling because
no, you're not.
I don't know how else you'd get away with murder. if you
Most time you
wanted to
don't.
commit it.
You maybe could go old school and get into the back of a train and throw out some pipe bombs.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I think if you only kill one person, you can get away with it.
You
You gonna
could
blow up mill towns?
I was just saying the railroads are sorely unprotected.
They
you
are.
could
There's a lot
definitely
of
go.
vagrants.
Yeah, that you could totally go American Psycho and go and stab a vagrant with a butcher knife.
He's sitting in a bay of hell and just like, hey there, stranger.
You got
just
any money?
fucking strangle his ass and piss on him.
Think about
Just pee on him. 'cause
some
he
mad
wants to.
guy up there in like Lexington at the yard. He climbs in the train with a dirty bomb. It goes through Charlotte, and he's just
A
detonates.
dirty bomb.
Somehow that guy.
Is it because he's homeless?
Somehow
Is
that
why
guy
it's dirty?
Spencer gets a dirty
Clean.
bomb, but still.
What would make a dirty bomb? Do you literally have to have your hands on plutonium
chlorine.
and then you explode plutonium?
Is it the waste
Do you
from a
need
nuke or something like that? I don't know.
A dirty bomb is definitely
Yeah,
radioactive.
isn't it like the waste from a power plant?
Yeah.
It could be. Do you just literally have to have a bomb that could blow up and destroy the waste while it blows up? Is that what could maybe spread? Chris is going to be on an FBI watch list.
Dude, I don't even know what a dirty bomb actually
You guys don't even know
is.
anything about explosives.
Tell me what a dirty bomb is.
All right, so we got the
please.
foremost expert here with us. So
What
Twitter,
is a dirty
TikTok,
bomb?
get ready.
No, I was just being sarcastic because we had one prick comment about
Thomas,
robotics.
can you find out what a dirty bomb is?
Yeah.
I can. Let's see.
These guys clearly don't know anything about arms.
I'm gonna go and put myself in danger. I was gonna say how to make a dirty bomb.
No, don't do
Yeah,
that.
don't do
what
that.
what is
Dirty bomb
what
or
is-
radiological dispersion device is a bomb that combines conventional explosives such as dynamite with radioactive materials in the solid, liquid, or gaseous form.
So,
I had it in a guess.
Like fertilizer.
Yes, I guess right.
You're right. Yeah. It's intended to disperse radioactive material into a small localized area around an explosion.
So it's just like dynamite with nuclear waste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just go to Lake Norman, get some of the nuclear waste, and then you go to Academy, get a whole bunch of tannerite,
Yeah. No,
then
it
just-
doesn't explode.
and just put it together, throw it out somewhere, and shoot it.
You get 50 sparklers, and that's all you need.
Yeah, you need
Wrap
more.
them really tight.
You need more than 50. You need more than.
It depends
done
on what
it.
kind of sparkler.
I've done it.
Do the sparklers have sulfate?
I wouldn't know.
I would just put the.
I would put
the
more
ki-
than 50 just for the big
Why don't
bang.
you just put the nuclear waste on the train and then explode the train tracks and then make the train crash into the city?
I don't know.
There's a lot of noise.
Would I do more damage?
I mean, the train would keep going while the city blows up the other way.
Each
That way,
car.
think about it,
Timing
the train
the-
keeps going. They don't know where it blew up from. Next thing you know, 3 hours later, Atlanta blows up.
There's more. There's plutonium on every fourth car.
Or so, like, an hour later, Greenville blows
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, timing
Wouldn't they
that
stop the
train
trains, though?
too.
They wouldn't know. They'd be like, "Why are these cities blowing
That's
up?"
why you have you follow behind the
True.
train somehow, and you just have a helicopter follow it, and you just have a detonator, and you just detonate it.
Ooh, if you wanted to maybe cause some panic, you could maybe shoot Amtrak trains as they go by for
No, that'd be terrible.
No, no.
For a
That's the
second.
same thing as Old Concord Road, just
That's
sitting
like-
out there popping cars. It's the same thing. You don't, except shooting at trains is like
They can't
very
stop.
bad.
They can't stop though.
No, they can't stop.
They're like, where did it happen at? Like, I think it
That's-
happened in China Grove. I don't know.
This is the Russell Crowe movie Part 2, where he's sitting at a red light, and he's waiting for it to turn green, and the goddamn it's like you see the lights turn red because it's your turn coming up next, and it's like ding ding
the
ding.
train's
ding.
coming. He just
And it's
grips.
just like
Now, after you pop shots at the train, does the train stop
No,
it
or
keeps
just
going.
keep going?
they go to a
just-
stop.
You go
Well,
90
first they
miles
would-
an hour and follow that train.
Yeah, they would have to alert the people first, and then it would take it a
I
good
think
little
it'd be
while
like
to
someone's
slow
been
down.
shot, and they do e-brake, and then some guys.
Yeah, it takes a mile to stop.
And then you ride up on horses behind it, like
I'm pretty sure Amtrak stops so hard it just flips backwards. It goes.
There's a
it goes-
spot over there at Food Line that you
Yeah,
can
because
camp
there's
out.
like 3 cars that it's pulling, so it doesn't take a
at?
mile like the other trains.
you know
old
that
Food Line or new one?
the Food Line in China Grove,
The new one?
Yeah, no, not the new one.
The one that used to be a
Winn-Dixie. Yeah, you know that new cut-through road, the Coach Steel or whatever fucking road it is. There's a
RIP.
spot right there at the.
Is that Landis?
Yeah, it's It's kind of Landis. Landis.
That's Landis. The one on 29 is China Grove.
China Grove
the
has
same
like
fucking
3
thing.
You
food
tell me
lines
there's
for
3
some
food lines in
reason.
It's the
China
same
Grove,
thing.
but Landis has none.
I'm just saying, there's a clear field with the fence
Right.
right there next to the train track, and the fence has that covering and stuff where
Yeah.
they're doing construction. You could lay down and wait on a train there if you wanted to.
There's an
Do
Amtrak
what?
that comes through there
Yeah,
too.
there is, yeah.
Yeah,
What are you gonna do though?
Well, if you were
Tyler's plan.
if you were really crafty,
You have a ghillie suit and just pop shots at Amtrak.
I was gonna say if you were really crafty, you could jump on the Amtrak train and lay down with a gun. And
It's going 45, and you just
as it's going through cities, you're just shooting at cars that are stopped at train track crossings, or you shoot at baseball fields as you're going past baseball fields because that's Americana.
you got to
Wouldn't
play
this
the
work
long
better
game.
though if you did it in East Spencer? So
Try
like-
have the
What
have
if you
the,
just laid on an airplane wing and just shot at other airplanes?
some old lady looks out.
The guy with that goggles, he just strapped to the plane wing and just.
Like
You
she
gotta
sees the
wait,
guy
like-
holding the gun, looks back, and he's gone.
You're like hunting
Yeah.
people like hogs, like you're shooting from a helicopter or an airplane.
If you're doing the Amtrak thing, you need to wait at least 30 years so that we get connected to Georgia. So that way you can go all the way from Raleigh to Atlanta on the train shooting people.
I think it'd be crazy if you
can't do
went.
that now?
Amtrak can. You can go from Kannapolis all the way to New York.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can.
can you?
You can get.
Amtrak goes
you
out the
can
whole
get
East
on the
Coast.
train in Kannapolis and get out in the middle of New York City.
I thought they were doing an extension from Raleigh to go south or west. They were talking about a proposed extension for Amtrak.
Can you think about riding a train across the United States?
Up to New York.
I've thought about that. I was like, that'd be pretty sweet.
Well, if you were going to drive to New York, it would be easier to take a train because you could just sit there and take a nap.
That train ride is fun for the first 30 minutes,
you're
and
like,
then you
"This
sleep for the
fucking
rest.
sucks."
No, I looked at it's like it's not just a straight shot. There's stop.
Like,
It's
this
like,
ain't Harry Potter.
It's almost like a full day.
Away!
Where's three
It's
and a
like
half?
imagine being on a shitty Greyhound or a bus worse than a Greyhound bus on a train track.
Yeah, I would rather just
Yeah,
spend
true.
the extra money and fly there in 3 hours.
Well,
Sure.
I was thinking, you know what would make local news headlines is if you went to Charlotte, you did have your hands on like a silencer, whether that was an oil can or like an oil filter or a
And the oil
mag
filter would
light.
probably be cool.
And then you just
nice.
had you could modify your weapons to make them fully automatic. All you need is about 200 or 300 rounds. Stand out there and
All you
shoot.
need.
Just shoot blindly at all the skyscrapers. Just shoot. You're not going to kill anybody, but you're going to
You
bust out a
might.
fuck ton of windows.
You might kill somebody.
And all that glass falls down.
It's going to cause some chaos, and then people
would
are going
kill
to start.
somebody.
They're going to make their way into work the next day, and like every floor is probably going to have some damage. Bullets going through glasses into sheetrock, into the like. It's gonna raise some eyebrows, and I feel like you could probably.
Just a couple. Just a few.
Dude, I assumed those windows were bulletproof.
I bet a bullet can make it through.
They're not airplane proof.
The higher up
We
you-
learned that the hard way.
They're thicker. Yeah, they're thicker panes because of the height that they're at, but I don't think they're bulletproof either.
I saw someone that was like, "We need to ban guns or something like that," and this guy was like, "Yeah, let's ban airplanes too." And they were like, "Well, people aren't flying airplanes into other people," and he was like, "Have you never heard of 9/11?" I think I saved it.
Those are rogue scenario, Tyler. That's not something that happens all the time.
Yeah.
People get shot all the
Japan
time.
doesn't bomb Pearl Harbor every day.
I did save this. A Utah man crashes his own plane into his own house after assaulting his wife. But he's the one that died, and his wife lived. Even though it burned like half their house down, she just walked out of the house.
She got her half.
Yeah. Well, he burned his half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your half, bitch.
Jesus.
Okay, yeah. Are you guys seeing this trend of young girls where they're legal, they're 18 and older?
Good job.
Yeah, good to specify.
Good job on that. Nice.
Yeah, you got to
Nice
clarify.
save there.
Well, it's true. Like this one in particular is 19, and she's mad because Matthew Perry, the guy from Friends, he's in his 40s. He reached out to her and he wanted to talk to her and FaceTime with her, and she was like doing it as a goof. And so now she's like publicly come out and
Shaming him
is
pretty much.
shaming him because he's like trying to hit on her, and she was 19. Technically,
That's
legal.
I mean, it's a little creepy, but
it is a little creepy.
you're a Hollywood actor, so
Right. So these girls are starting to dox these fucking celebrities because they're specifically targeting 18 and older girls.
did he like doing a Chandler voice?
What would that sound like, Chris?
You wanna? Fuck?
Did Chandler
He
die?
had like a weird voice. He like drawn out. I can't do it.
I can only think of Joey.
That was the guy that was tall and had dark hair. Matthew Perry was.
Chandler, right?
He was the guy in the Chris Farley movie.
I don't know anymore. I'm confused.
Yeah, he was more proper.
What's y'all's take on older guys dating 18 and 19-year-olds, like a 40 to 50-year-old guy going after 18 and 19
Don't
and
bother
20?
me.
If you got the money,
Yeah, I mean it happens more than it
I
does.
think it goes both ways too. Older women go after younger guys too.
I think it'd be
Yeah.
it'd be a bigger deal if I had a daughter.
Well,
True. I mean, they're of legal age, so it's not.
Like,
there's
say I had a
nothing wrong.
daughter and she was, like, she just turned 18 and then Thomas was trying to get with her. That'd be weird.
That would be very weird.
yeah, friends shouldn't do that to friends though.
I'll babysit her.
She's
I got a pole. I bought her a new swimsuit.
you specifically get her stuck at your house.
I saw that video. I bought you this swimsuit for your
She was trying to
birthday.
stick out of the window and
She got stuck?
She got stuck. She got stuck in the window.
You got her trying to do laundry.
I'm sorry, Chris. The dryer vent was very hard to get out.
I got her unstuck, bud.
I got the vent out hard.
That's some white boy
Those,
summer stuff right there.
When I got the clothes off, there's a lot of lint. Out. There's a lot of lint.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a little different, I think, if you had a kid.
Yeah.
I don't think they're of age, so it's not like a pedo thing. So I think it's fine.
How many year difference? It'd be like us going after 13-year-olds.
That's
He
a
was-
At least 21.
That's a
year old
20.
different.
It's a 20-year difference.
So it's different for a 50-year-old doing a 20-year difference than like a 30-year-old. Definitely.
Well, they'd be under 18.
And you see those old rich guys. That
Maybe
have,
you're
like,
like 9.
like how many
I mean,
times do you see
obviously-
like those 60-year-old guys that have a lot of money with like 19-year-olds?
That's true love, man.
Yeah.
Have
She
you
was
seen,
0 when I was 18.
Have you seen how old like Madonna's husband is?
No. How old is
He's
he?
like 21. She's like 60.
I mean, it does. Go,
I don't know
it
if
does
I'd
go
want
both
that
ends.
though.
Yeah, Madonna.
But it does go. It
Kabbalah.
does.
With a red bracelet for Kabbalah.
Oh, really?
Beverly, used to.
I feel like
She'll
Madonna would
probably
be.
live to like 115.
She also culturally appropriated Argentinians.
How?
She played Evita.
And she married one.
Well,
then that
she has a
makes it
past
okay.
though.
Don't cry for me, I'm a white girl. Remember that song?
So
It was a big
apparently,
hit in the 90s.
apparently Chet Hanks is coming under fire too because he asked a girl for $200. Have you heard about this?
I saw the article.
What's
yeah,
wrong
yeah.
with asking a girl for $200?
He's Chet Hanks. Why does he need $200?
No kids about
You
it.
got Tom Hanks money,
Dude,
which
if Tom Hanks walked up to me and asked me for $200,
You giving him $200?
I'm more willing to give him $200 than I am some random guy.
True.
so this girl reached out to Chet and she was like, I'm a huge fan. I love you. And he was like, all right, if you love me, give me $200. And she
To
was like,
yourself.
no, you got Tom Hanks money.
Dude, that's the ultimate power
Yeah.
move, though. If you really like me, give me your money.
Yeah.
I like the comments after the article. They were
Isn't
like,
that-
that's just pimping, man.
isn't that
He's
like
literally
Twitch?
just pimping.
Isn't that Twitch in general?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you like me, give me your money.
That's I hate
Yeah.
that when girls do that shit. Like you are taking advantage of me. I'm providing you content for free. The least you can do is give me
There's
$5.
There was one girl during the COVID stuff that did that.
Mhm.
She was like, it's just $5.
Yeah,
Just
she's
give me-"
like, yes, it's just
got a lot of
$5.
fight for it.
Yeah. I
Yeah, 'cause
kind of
you don't ask for money.
She was like telling people, like, why can't you give me $5 a month?
It's like because we're donating
It's
to
like,
a
"Fuck
millionaire,
you, twat.
I gotta find this
That's why.
other. I gotta find this comment. So,
giving money to a millionaire.
I
broke
mean, at
broke
least-
boy summer is actually pretty
At
good.
least it's not like the girls on Chatterbait who have a real problem.
What do you
and
mean?
that only money can solve.
Therapy?
No.
What?
Like, the whole premise of that website amuses me.
What is
So
it?
It's like girls go on there and they're like, the only way I can have pleasure is by having money donated to
Oh
me.
my god.
Like they're like mentally deficient.
Like the smell of money, like, just makes them
It's
wet.
the only- yeah.
I love
my
like,
gosh.
freshly minted money. Well, I guess you probably can't say minted money to the younger generation. They probably
No,
what
they
mint
don't know what
is.
that means.
They're like, is that like spearmint?
Peppermint
Is
money.
that peppermint money?
Peppermint money.
Is
I
that
like all
Christmas
the-
time?
That's that stingy.
I like all these comments. Most of them
Cool,
were like,
spicy.
"Fuck it, get that money, bro. Get that money, king."
I don't doubt him for trying to get money. I mean, he's just hustling.
I mean, 'cause
This-
that's the ultimate power move. If like people ask, like,
Yeah.
I made this bitch give me $200.
Yeah, that's what one guy said. He was like,
Yeah.
Chet out here micro pimping. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Bitches ask for money online and on Twitter, showing their ass, begging for money and subscriptions. Now it's our turn. And then the guy was like, our turn to do what? Beg for money?
Yeah, but think about it. He wasn't like, let me see your tits or anything like that. He was like, give me $200 then. So he went past sexual harassment and was just like, just give me money.
Dude, that's like,
Yeah.
that's Tom Hanks's strongest swimmer. Like
But
Chet.
at the same time, he's not getting sexual assault allegations.
Well, that Tom Hanks money's in Greece now, though. So I
Guaranteed Tom cut Chet off. Guaranteed that his parents have cut him off.
I don't think so.
the Greece's dollar has plummeted. So
Not the Hanks's dollar. They can plummet all they want, but they're still they still have plenty of money saved up.
The Hanks are going to the moon.
I'm betting on the Hanks.
Hanks to the moon.
Yeah, thanks, Elon.
Chet to the moon.
Do you guys have Dogecoin investment?
I did.
I like that cleared throat over there.
I'm doing my huddle.
See, what I found out with stuff like that is you get out when everybody else starts. On 420, it's going to be insane. So you sell it on that up of 420. You don't wait for the.
Hold out, Kings.
When
The
people's
real
like, to the moon, you're like, I'm good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't be greedy.
There's a lot of people holding, and then they're like, I'm gonna hold.
The guy been diamond hands.
Thanks, Elon.
It wasn't Elon. He didn't do anything.
It's
It
just
was
coincidental.
it was Elon and the Chinese rocket crashed the market.
Yep.
I like
It was the
Elon
Chinese.
as Wario. It was pretty nice.
He's like,
They tried to equate the Dogecoin drop to when Elon called Dogecoin a hustle.
Well,
But
it did go down that night that he was on SNL.
I think it was all like designed. I think it was.
I don't think Elon gives a shit about.
He doesn't give a
Dogecoin.
fuck. No, he doesn't give a fuck. I think it was just a design thing because you could see where it started going up very rapidly and then it just instantly just went bye bye, like straight down.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people that had a whole shitload of money into it just clicked sell, and it caused it to spiral for a little bit. But it wasn't like, well, 3 days later it's down 30%. It was like, well, 10 minutes later it's down 30%.
But what other cryptocurrencies are new and in their beginning stages on the market currently?
PooCoin.
What is it?
There's a ton of them. Why can't we make our own?
There's a new one coming out called Moon, like Space Moon or something.
So stupid.
I'm actually serious.
I believe you, but that's a terrible
There's
name.
hold on.
Can't we shoot the moon, make some MAGA coins?
There's one called like Zucom.
Do you, have-
There's a
Zucom?
shitload. Zucom.
do you play both sides? Have like a Biden coin and a MAGA coin?
A MAGA
I'll
coin.
play on both.
Yeah.
a currency for the South.
Dixie coin.
Oh.
Dixie coin sounds cool.
Yeah, Dixie's. I could get behind a Dixie coin.
Currency of the South. It would get canceled.
Why? It's
It's
just Dixie
Confederate.
coin.
Can't have Dixie.
You can't say Dixie no more.
Can't
Why
have
can't you
Dixie.
say
That's
Dixie?
racist.
Why does Win Dixie still exist?
If Dixie,
Not no more.
if
It
Dixie
does,
coin,
just-
okay,
We kicked him out of North Carolina.
In Alabama.
if Dixie coin was a thing, I would want to see it get up to $1, and then in the next 30 minutes crash back down to a penny, so you could say that Dixie wrecked.
If it got up to $1 though, that'd be impressive.
That would be very impressive.
I don't think even Dogecoin got up to $1.
No,
was
it got
like
up to almost 75 cents,
Yeah.
and then it crashed. So we got
I can't believe Bitcoin's over 50,000.
it's been that way for a while.
That's
I
the
know
one.
The one I
called-
really can't believe is Ethereum and Litecoin and all them doing what they're doing. You got Zcash, OMG Network. These are real, by the way. Gemini Dollar, Paxos Standard, Pax Gold, USD Coin, 0x.
I want that Pax Soprano coin.
Let's see. Basic Attention Token.
What?
Kyber Network, Binance. Synthetic Network Token, Polygon, Yuma, Uniswap, Compound, Mana, Aves,
Jesus.
Z.com. Like, these are real legit coins that you can.
Who accepts this payment though?
Nobody.
So how?
Celsius.
Well, I mean, some people do. On
It's
some.
considered savings and money.
Like you can go to an
Transfers.
ATM and use Bitcoin.
I've not seen a Bitcoin option at any of the ATMs I've been to.
You can buy tickets to a Mavericks game with Dogecoin. That is true.
Oh no,
You can buy a Tesla.
Luca to the moon.
You can buy a Tesla with Bitcoin. Like if you go to a Tesla dealership, you can give them a Bitcoin for a Tesla.
Oh, I bet they would love a Bitcoin because that Bitcoin will be probably worth more in another 2 or 3 months than that Tesla.
It's worth more than a Tesla now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
plus the that's just so bad. Like the return on investment for that Tesla is garbage compared to that Bitcoin.
That's why they said we'll accept Bitcoin.
yeah, God, the depreciation value on that Tesla is just insane compared to that Bitcoin. Unless Bitcoin just happened to take a massive diarrhea.
I mean, if
shit.
you had like 25 Bitcoin, I'd spend one on a car.
Hey, you get a pretty sweet car.
You
just
can get
saying.
anything you can buy an island and a yacht and everything with 25 Bitcoin.
No.
Dude, what's
no.
25
I
times
got you.
50,000?
No, it's at like
That's like 1.25 million, right?
Yeah,
It's at,
That's pretty good. That is 1.25.
I mean, you could be set for life, but you're not like.
It's over 50.
you're at $1,400,000 with where Bitcoin's
so,
at
like-
average right now. If you had 25,
It's 55,694.
I'll put 56.
Like, after you get your money, you could probably retire,
So
but
saying,
you wouldn't be
yeah.
living big.
You're right. That's not an island, but
I'm saying
well,
I would
it's
have.
an
I would
island
hold
some
on.
places.
I would hold on to them. Just buy the one Tesla, and have 24 Bitcoin.
I'm not buying a Tesla.
Oh yeah, whatever car you want.
You don't
get.
give- yeah,
I'm not
you're-
getting a fucking Tesla. I'm just ruining the example.
We get it. We get it.
Jeep Gladiator.
I don't want a
Gladiator.
gladiator. Oh, I'm the fourth guy on my street to have a gladiator.
Fucking.
You're the fourth guy because there's two of them at
I'll buy 2 and be 4 and 5.
Yeah, one guy buys a gladiator, and then his next door neighbor, him and his wife, buy his and her gladiators.
So you
Yeah,
got
they
one,
one-upping
and then
people.
2 and 3 at the same house.
I'm like, oh yeah. Well, I'll buy me a gladiator.
And I just park it right out front and not even drive it. Just have it as a yard ornament.
I'll park it close to their backyard,
Yeah.
piss them off.
So what would you do? Invest it in more? Because Bitcoin could take a shit. So like, would you be on top of it? Maybe take the value of the Bitcoin, sell them, and then invest it in something else.
Bro,
I
give me
don't
the
know what
money,
it is.
and I'll just put it in the bank and live off the interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the interest. What's the best bank that gives the best interest though?
I'll pay somebody to find that out.
The stock market.
That's a job though, man.
You pay
It doesn't have to be.
pay a fiduciary to figure it out for you.
A fiduciary?
An accountant.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been watching Sopranos.
There's a horse head.
I would invest in a gabagool company.
You pay a fiduciary. You give you the gabagool.
I'm taking my mother's gravy worldwide.
You screw up with the. You
I would
screw up.
fuck with people and just drive them out in the middle of the woods and start driving slow in certain parts where they can't get reception on a cell phone.
He's
Scare
just
them like they're going to get
I'm
killed.
slower there.
Yeah. Let them start crying.
You start reaching for the
They
glove
start
box.
realizing their own demise.
And then just pull over, say get out, and then just leave him out there.
And be like, I'm just kidding. Get back in. Somebody.
It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. It's just a prank.
Get to suck it.
You want to watch me jack off?
Can I jerk off in front of you? No.
I
Okay.
guess.
Okay.
Well, at least I asked.
At least you asked.
Can I jerk
Um,
off in front of you? Yes. What's wrong?
I don't want to now. You said yes.
You already said yes.
No, you already got off. You're like, I didn't think you was serious.
You had already blue balled yourself pre-came, or had it in the gravy train already.
Oh yeah, you had
In
the
the-
one in the chamber.
Cocked and loaded.
And then once she said yes, it was just like you came so hard you walked backwards.
Walk backwards.
You're like, God damn.
You just blow yourself back.
You stumbled after you came.
You just shoot a hole through your tissue paper.
So we had a guy last week that just told us that we were fucking idiots for the robot stuff, right?
What did we say about robots? I don't even
I think he
remember.
was being a little bit
Robots
on the fun
aren't ran
side.
on steam, and most robots don't weigh 1,500 pounds.
Yeah, it was a
They don't
guy.
have pulleys that go, and when they snap, you just chop
Well,
people in half.
that was funny. We
It was
hilarious.
we were having a great
What
time.
is he talking about?
The robot, the clip.
I know, but
The guy said we
Okay.
do not know robotics.
Okay,
we might not rule robotics, but that doesn't mean robotics can't be run on pulleys.
Exactly. You can't have counterweights, apparently.
I think maybe he was talking about just our lack of, well, like me and Thomas just kind of kept going back and forth, and Thomas's big point to prove was that it's just code, like
Right,
it's just
right.
it's a matter of code, and I was like, it's way more than code.
Yeah,
It's-
but like back in the
Yeah.
1960s, computers were just black women at NASA.
There was one movie about that. Chris. There's one movie.
That's how I know.
It made them change the history books after they made that movie, though.
Did it really change the history books? Okay.
They
Yeah,
made
so-
it because they weren't teaching it in history, but now they are.
Right.
They would only show you Apollo 13. That's where we were growing
Like, I
up.
don't know what would happen when you hit Control Alternate Delete, but
back then or now.
back
Back
then.
then.
Control alternate.
Did they have a Control Alt Delete then?
It would bring up the
They didn't have a
task
keyboard
manager.
then. It was a big
Yeah.
fucking panel with red buttons. They were like, don't blow up.
The task manager would come out and then whip it back into shape.
They had the paperclip back then. It was like, you sure you want to hit that button?
They did, and then Apollo 1 happened.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, we burned up our
They
astronauts.
did that on Challenger. Anyway.
Yeah.
Again. Oops, we
It's
lost
just-
the teacher.
Yeah.
It's impressive that people bump into our shit and they take us literal.
Well, the thing I couldn't realize from the comment, if he only watched just that one little clip, there was no pre-context. It was just us making robot sounds the whole time.
Yeah, I was like,
I thought we got with rope like pulleys and stuff
Yeah.
from the Down syndrome.
It didn't have the context before where I'm like, okay, we need to make robots and then talking about robots in the kitchen and stuff like that. It had none of that in the clip. It was just going like, robots are just code. And it was like, you can't code that. And it's like, well, what if you made it pulleys? And then we started doing the stuff. He's like, these guys obviously don't know anything about robots.
yeah, we would love to have that guy on.
This guy just come on. He's like, all right, I'm looking for some solid robotic information.
I did put hashtag robots. So, I mean,
You think that guy searched robots and our video popped up?
I'm sure he may have. But then it was pretty funny because I commented back and I was like, yeah, these guys are a bunch of morons.
I saw
Because
that.
it's lab. We sound like science guys or something.
Yeah. So whenever,
Oh, yeah.
whenever I commented and was like, these guys are a bunch of morons, he commented back, ka-choo, ka-choo.
That's hilarious.
So he was having a little bit of fun with it.
I want to talk to this guy.
He was having fun.
Did the guy ever get back to you where you invited him onto the show? The one that was the Order of the Nine Angles guy that was defending them and saying we were a bunch of assholes?
No.
Damn, I saw that coming though.
He probably, I don't know, drawn swastikas.
He probably
in his bathroom.
he probably haven't made out of his cave to go to McDonald's for
He
the
probably
internet
got
yet.
he probably got a reply and he was like, "Oh shit."
Oh no, they want me on those shows.
He's like, oh, I'm shivering in my knickers.
He's the type of guy that
Knickers.
would pay $40 for McDonald's.
He was, yeah.
Ow,
DoorDash me 2 cheeseburgers, a large fry, and an apple pie.
I will not-
$45.
I would not give them the.
Why is he?
I don't know why he's British. We
Because that
just-
seems like a sniveling
I
asshole.
feel like they O9A is probably majority British.
Seems
or
like it.
German,
Most villains in
or
American
European.
culture are
Yeah,
British.
true. They're soldiers, at least.
Soldiers. I'm a soldier, like I told you. Man, that was the best night of our life, I think, when we went in on those guys on Omegle. And I don't remember
those guys.
why, but I was like, I think I yelled that at them. I'm a soldier, like I told you.
And then you showed them your asshole.
I did show. I found out my brother had a deer camera in the woods, and I went down there with Elizabeth. I stripped down completely naked, and I walked in front of it. And then 5 minutes later, he sent me a picture of myself naked in front of his camera.
Did you know you were going to do that?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's pretty funny.
I actually
You've
have
got
it.
a lot of stories of you just being naked.
I don't want to see it. Like,
No, I don't want to see that picture either. No,
Let's see. Where's it at?
I'm not watching.
Did you at least walk like?
It's not like my
Sasquatch?
dick or anything.
all right.
I wasn't expecting that either. He's just like, here's a picture.
Yeah, it was like naked and afraid shit.
He's getting ready to pour rubbing alcohol on it.
Light on fire. Yeah.
My brother was like, God damn it.
I thought there.
That's a pretty solid troll, though.
But he saw a derriere.
Yeah.
He had to look at his brother's ass.
Oh,
Yeah.
dire.
I made sure not.
Derriere.
I made sure not to show him my dick. I made sure to walk away from
So
the
you
camera.
walk up, you do a fast spin and just shake it.
Gotta rub
Helicopter it.
I'm like rubbing it, pulling on it before I walk in front of the camera.
Get longer.
Real weird. Do like a tuck and like start dancing.
I should have
Get
did a
some
tuck.
chapstick out.
I should have did a tuck and walked away from it so my balls and testicles, my
out
testicles
the
and dick
back.
were hanging out the back like a hernia or a hemorrhoid. I do have a lot of naked.
stories.
stories.
Yeah, you do.
That's some solid British humor there, Tyler.
Yeah.
Zip.
Zip.
Zip. Man.
Man, the military was rough. Like going to MEPS and they inspect you head to toe, and you're with 30 or 40 other guys, and it's in Charlotte is where they did all this. You go down there and they stand you in a cold room. You're standing there in your boxers, and then it was a black guy, a black girl, and he was a doctor and she was a nurse maybe. They're sitting there.
She's just there.
Maybe.
I don't know what she was, but he was a doctor.
I'm just here for all this white chocolate. I don't know.
Well, I didn't have a lot of white chocolate going on that day. It was pretty embarrassing. And they had you in a cold room in your boxers. You stand there for like 30 minutes or an hour in your boxers. And you're already kind of scared because you're with a bunch of other random guys. So your dick's my dick naturally kind of hides
Oh,
when I'm
turtling up.
Yeah, big time. Like if you've ever gone to a physical, mine
Yeah.
like goes and fucking sucks right up inside of you, and it's the most fucking embarrassing thing. And they just tell you like they're just over there laughing, talking, chit chatting, and then they just tell you drop them, guys, and you drop your fucking underwear, and they look at you in the front. They make you turn around. They tell you bend over and spread your ass cheeks. They look for
Cough.
hemorrhoids, and that was a pretty embarrassing moment. But
Wait. So are you like? Is there a line, like two lines of guys? So that when you turned around, you was facing another dude's ass.
no,
Just a single line.
you're in a line this way, and
Oh,
you're
okay.
facing them, and then you turn around and we all face the wall and bend over and spread our ass cheeks.
Because I had it in my mind that you guys were in like rank and file.
Yeah.
So that when they're like, "All right, now turn around and spread them and bend over."
You're like ass to mouth.
Yeah.
Fucking nose is right on the butthole.
How would they look at your asshole?
They used to do similar stuff like that in the 1800s and before then.
Well,
Well,
just join the military.
they
You can
still
do it now. It's like a. It's
I
like
don't,
a.
I don't
Right
think it was
passage.
for the military
They
though.
still do it. Our local scoutmaster did that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Heard about
Well,
that. While they're sleeping too.
he would say they needed to be inspected,
I don't know about that.
Best time to look at is when they're sleeping, so
I
they don't
just know he
remember it.
did inspect them.
or you shush him back to sleep. Shh, shh, shh,
It's like it's okay. I did this when I was a kid.
You gotta make sure you
Yeah.
give them Tylenol PM first.
shh,
Yeah.
shh, shh, go back to sleep. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. I'm gonna fucking put you to
Just
sleep.
give 'em
I'm gonna
some
rip your
K.
dick right off my mouth.
You're like
That's what he
you're like rubbing the side of their face. Shh, 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 shh.
Oh god.
He's like, I'm gonna make this enjoyable for me or painful for you. Yeah, he's like, I'm macaroni and cheese. It's like, it sounds like my mama's stirring a pot.
I did tell you guys about the
Oh, yeah.
drug test I had to do in the military, right? With the
Yeah.
black guy that gave me the drug test.
I don't think so. I don't know.
It was like our
No.
they wake you up at 3:00 in the morning, drag you out the formation, and then they tell you you're getting randomly drug tested. So everybody gets a cup and goes in, and this black guy, he was Jamaican in the military.
man.
Cool guy.
Give
Are
me a
Jamaicans
piece.
black?
Maybe there's some that aren't, but
Aren't Jamaicans just Jamaican?
I didn't call him African American.
Like you can't say the N word to a Jamaican.
No.
It ain't the same.
I don't think you say it to anybody.
I don't think. Yeah. What if you're? What if
I'll
you're?
check my sources on that one.
Yeah. What if he was purple?
I don't think he said that
Anyways.
either.
As long as you say purple before you finish the word.
What word?
I don't know.
Purple nighttime man?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, they gave you a drink
night
to
rigger.
coat.
He.
Oh yeah, the night rigger.
If you're the guy, yeah, we said that the guy that works at night on an oil rig is called a night rigger.
A night rigger.
That'd be a sweet TV show name, though. seriously.
Night rigger.
Night rigger.
It would be
Until
cool.
the dyslexic man reads it.
Anyway, as you're saying, the Jamaican guy.
Continue.
He-
Right.
looked right at my penis while I peed in the cup. Have y'all ever had a physical or
I'm
I'm sorry.
That they got your peanut in a cup.
I've had a physical when I was in middle school.
I'm sorry. I meant
Drug
to say,
test in the
have you
bathroom.
ever had a drug test where the person giving you the test looked at
No.
your penis while
No.
you're peeing in a cup?
That's a
No.
pretty intense drug.
That's how they do it in the military.
You gotta make sure it's his piss.
Yeah, or you don't have a fake dick. Yeah, all
Well,
that.
the way you gotta think about it though is, you may have felt embarrassed or shy at that one point. That guy looks at hundreds of dicks a day.
Yeah, that guy's like dick blind at that point.
Yeah, like dicks are nothing to him. Like he just goes home and probably has like dicks for his wallpaper on his computer, and he's just like, it's like little dicks with mustaches and stuff like that. And he's just like,
Imagine a new porno spinoff of like Dick Commander. We're going out there. We're gonna make some dick blinds.
Wait, Dick Commander?
it's just like three dicks with beards.
No, dude, make some Dick Commander whistles. Go up against those rednecks.
Just blowing a dick.
It's just like,
I just felt like he had a mustache of two penises going out
It's
too.
like, yeah, I'm dick blind.
a dick.
I don't see dick.
Dick Commander, what's your orders?
I see no dick color. Anyway,
They just live in Georgia.
yeah.
George
Are we talking
Peach.
about Duck Commander, or are we talking
Yes.
about something else?
Oh, he's got a dick call.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's like- He's dick blind. Like everything's dicks, but he doesn't see that they're dicks. Anyway,
It just says dick when he blows it.
yeah.
Dick.
Dick. Dick.
It makes the whistlest noise I ever whistled.
Dick.
Anyway,
Well,
I don't know what noise that would make.
have you guys ever had a traumatic, embarrassing physical?
The
Well,
first one was kind of weird.
Yeah, first one where you were playing.
First one's always weird,
Yeah,
Chris.
especially 7th grade. It's
Yeah.
like, okay.
You guys get a shrivel dick when you go in for a physical, or has it been a while since you've had a
It's been a
physical?
while since I've had one.
Yeah.
it's been a while.
Been-
Did you have to get one
years.
for your license for work? For no? I thought
Last
you-
one I got was middle school.
Well, it's been a long time.
He got his from Mr. B.
Can you
It
believe?
was in the bathroom. I thought it was normal.
Can you believe the work?
Did you
The,
get yours done at the school, or did you go to a doctor?
I went to the actual doctor's office.
Same here.
did you go to the place beside the King Eye Care Center?
I went to in Salisbury
That
called
place is
Romed.
closed down now.
They are.
I went to Romed in Salisbury.
Okay. Fuck. Something just left my brain. I was
Okay,
going to
I'm
ask you
gonna set my
guys.
Something about it being awkward.
Well, then it was after that, but I guess.
Talking about
Oh,
embarrassing physicals.
Can you believe the company I worked for last year or the year before made everyone every year go get a physical for your health insurance? And if you didn't go to get a physical, your health insurance will go up 30%.
I could see that. Some companies have more strict guidelines than others
Yeah.
when it comes to certain things. I can see that.
So that's why I've had
Was it
one
for the-
recently.
For the racing team?
Right.
The hot CNC machines.
Dude, you were just part of that, but that was probably for the pit crew and all them people.
What about them? They're tip-top shape.
Yeah, no.
But they probably need, like the drivers and all them, it's probably like an inclusive thing.
Gotta make sure they're not on Kratom.
I bet they're on different insurance, though.
Oh, you're talking about the T to the R to the T. To the D
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I bet those people are.
I'm sure they are.
Pit crew, they eat clean, train hard.
Train hard.
Clearly.
And ballers, their dreams.
Some of them were ex-football players, like
Catawba.
college football players.
Top, yeah.
They were some pretty good athletes. Some of them were
You have
just
to be, I
kind of
think, yeah. They moved the top, yeah.
Don't you gotta be short for that?
no. Some of them were the tallest people I've ever fucking seen
Some
in
are
my
big.
life.
Dude, I cannot imagine a 6'7" guy bending over and changing tires.
Whenever I
They
saw
weren't.
pit practice, they were all tall, jack dude.
Yeah,
like,
they
really strong.
the tall guys were the gas guys.
I'm thinking like the wheel changers. I figured it'd be like some 5'5".
I get down a little knee suck.
The
Or
wheel
the guy jumped
changers.
that barricade wall.
You're right, Chris. I mean, some of the wheel changers are pretty short, but some of them are like 12, like
horse jockeys changing
like 6
tires.
foot tall.
Like 4
Yeah,
foot
that's
tall
what I'm
men.
thinking.
They go to
Just 4
stand
foot
up.
tall men just
They go to
changing
stand
tires.
up, and there's not much of a difference.
I figured it was like the wheel changers are like the young boys to the car drivers. They're aspiring to be NASCAR drivers.
Nope.
No, that's completely different.
Oh,
Yep. You got their own thing going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people are like aspire to be a pit crew member.
So that
Right.
whole thing, yeah.
I could after you
Yeah, you
figure
wanna
out
be
that you
the-
can't do the other one.
You want to be
No,
the
some
crew
people go
chief.
in there like being like, I want to be on the pit, beat the pit. And it's competitive, right? Like pit crews, like
Yeah,
highly
I know
competitive.
it's competitive, but I still thought you had to be like the driver's boy.
No. No. So they're literally
You're my boy.
like there's some teams that can pay $100,000 to $150,000 to a lug nut guy, a tire changer. And so that's really good money. And so
It's good money, but for how long?
right, it's a constant hustle. There's always a younger guy that's going to take your spot. So
that-
you
gotta
gotta
learn.
you gotta constantly train and get better. So the older you get, you're gonna eventually get old and worn out and
Yeah,
slow.
that's a professional athlete, but you can only do it until your 30s.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and some guys were 35, 36, 37.
That's pushing it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you probably have a leg up though in the company, in the thing where you can probably get a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe,
AutoZone?
maybe. Jiffy Lube, you can carry them tires.
Well, it is done. The pit crew thing is done. Like next year when they come out with the Gen 7 car, so 5 lug nuts into one center lug nut. Like
Wait, what?
no more competition pit stops.
Really?
Yeah, it'll be a 3-minute pit stop forced by NASCAR. If you have a wreck, you can come in and fix your damage.
Wow.
But
Wait,
it
what?
won't.
Is it for COVID?
No, it's just to change up the rules. Yeah.
So that they don't they don't race through the pit and use that as strategy anymore.
Yeah, it makes it a more level playing field for the smaller teams because the bigger teams just dominate that market so
because they get to
hard.
hire the best pitters.
They do. Their budgets are higher. Yeah, like Haas, like Stuart Haas, Joe Gibbs. They can pay. Joe Gibbs can pay the highest. Like you're touching 150 to 180 for pit crew guys. Stuart Haas was in the $100,000 to $150,000 salary range, and then it goes worse and worse and worse from there. Like RCR and
They need a salary cap in NASCAR.
So like
yeah, they do.
Michael Waltrip's over here paying like $15,000.
Mike Waltrip isn't even a team
He's
anymore.
like $725.
But you're
an hour.
right.
I'll give you some benefits.
That guy was cheap. Yeah, that guy was cheap. He was well known to be cheap, and he took a
you
bad
can look
deal.
at him and tell him he's cheap.
He took a bad deal with Toyota and ended up fucking Toyota over, and they fucked him over.
I'm
But
pretty sure he only won the Daytona 500 because Dell died, right?
Yeah.
so
they're getting rid of competitive pit crews, and
Yeah.
it's just like you stop every so often.
yeah, it's forced stop. Yep. Yeah.
If they really want to change the sport, they'll switch to electric cars.
Customize every car. Every car can customize the way they want it.
Electric cars, it's like you get halfway through and everybody just stops for an hour to charge.
You
No,
build. There's
no.
no regulations on engine, no regulations on body style. Just fucking let them
Dude,
race.
that'd be awesome.
They're gonna have like
That would bring
quick change.
Someone
batteries.
would dominate the
Like,
shit
think it
out
would.
of it, though.
Think
They,
about a
the smaller teams would die off.
yeah.
think about that DeWalt drill. That's how you change out the electric car.
You just
battery. Like
You have 8 teams. That's it. 8 drivers. That's all you have.
You'd have
NASCAR's 8 drivers.
you would
it.
have some insanely aggressive looking cars, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 horsepower.
Oh, you just say
Hit
just
it-
let people go.
They had to turn and just take flight in this fucking stadium.
It's just, it's only funny cars.
I think there was a TV show about that, a cartoon.
Yeah, it's called
Probably.
Speed Racer.
No, there was a NASCAR cartoon in the 90s.
So the other problem is safety.
The
Like
cars
if
would
it
fly
was
stuff.
fully open like that, you would have cars that went really
Too heavy
fast.
Or, too
Yeah.
fast.
Problem with NASCAR is they try to get safe, and then a car gets spun around, and all that downforce that they've created or safety systems that's created will actually like lift the car up when it goes backwards, and that's how cars go into the grandstands. It would just happen like twice. But
Dang, dude.
NASCAR is definitely changing. So they just unveiled like 3 or 4 days ago their Gen 7 cars, and
Check this out, dude. The cartoon from the 90s
Oh, the
had
black guy?
had a black guy and a girl racing before.
look at that.
in
They had
real
a
life.
ginger, a black guy, a white guy, and a Hispanic. Maybe he's Arab. I'm not for sure.
He looks Spaniard.
Spaniard.
He has
And-
that pointy, the gootee thing.
They were wrong
Conquistador.
about having the Asian racer, though.
Yeah.
I knew an Asian racer.
Yeah, we had one, and then he said the N word.
Oh God, can't do that.
After the
What
show,
happened?
after the show, I'll make sure you pull up the Gen 7 cars because they're fucking aggressive looking. They went from 15-inch rims to 18-inch rims.
Oh, shit.
They're really cool looking. Yeah,
But now they're getting rid of the pit crew thing, so it's all about driving, and that's it.
yeah, yeah. They're trying to bring in a younger crowd. They're trying to kind of get away from that majority of circle track, large oval track racing, and
Yeah, they
more
wanna do more
road
street.
racing. Yeah, I think there's a city that's going to have a downtown race where there's there's fences and barricades, and they're going to do a city race.
They're trying to do fucking F1.
Yeah,
Trying to be like Morocco and shit.
yeah, yeah.
Tour to Minnesota.
That's
They
gonna
do.
happen until somebody flips into a Sears.
They drive through. They
Sears, good luck with that.
drive
Find
through
one.
it. Charlotte.
fucking autonomous zone.
That would be cool, man. I would go. I would like to go and just kind of
'Cause
stand
you
in
can
the corner
have
and watch
the,
it.
The NASCAR museum as a focal point.
You got
Oh, that's
We
cool.
got turn 4 coming up through the Chaz.
Because you got to check your flags, crosswalks around that whole area, so you need to have a start and stop right there.
Yeah.
You just weasel through town.
Just bring it to Charlotte.
That would fuck up downtown. 'Cause it's so small as it is.
They've shut down
They have
downtown before, yeah. But it's changing. It's just crazy. Like it's not a metal car anymore. It's a composite car. So a lot of people are going to lose their jobs because the cars are easy to build. The chassis are made by NASCAR, so the teams don't make their chassis anymore. So like all the chassis departments are just gone now.
Yeah,
so
that's why it's not going to be popular for young people.
No.
yeah, because it's too regulated.
Do
Yeah.
like he's saying, just
There's
do
no
like
Back in the day
Competition.
where you can like build your
an
engine,
actual
build your frame.
stock car.
Yeah.
And then one of the guys is like, he bribed Dodge to make the Daytona with the giant wing. And he's like, see, this is stock. They sell it.
Yeah.
Bring that back. Robbery.
And then they started making cars like look like a banana because it was like a wedge shape, and they figured out that the wedge shapes went faster in the turns, and so these cars would come in all fucking crab walking down pit crew, down the pit lanes, and on the track they were monsters, 1,000 horsepower back in the day, monster wedged out cars, and now they're symmetrical. The new Gen 7 car left to right is symmetrical, perfectly symmetrical.
What do y'all think the best era of NASCAR is? The 90s or the 70s?
70s, dude.
70s.
It sounds fun.
No way. Or late 90s, early 2000s, you had every fucking seat filled. You couldn't walk.
Because all them ladies went in their pants over Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, even better.
He didn't give a shit about him.
Dude,
He did not.
could you imagine being there with all those women, those hookers at the track? All those.
What?
Dude, there was
hookers at the
tons of girls, tons of like they call them pit lizards. They're there fucking looking for they want to lock down a driver or a pit crew guy or just a mechanic.
Yeah, we know one.
We went to
right?
high school with somebody.
Yeah, we did.
We know one. They're on my Facebook.
For a couple.
This is the era when
lizard.
This is the era.
It's an upgrade from a lot lizard.
This is why Concord put an extra 40,000 seats into that place because they could feel they could feel every one of those seats. Every one of those seats.
Yep.
If you look at those pictures from the late 90s, early 2000s, Concord was like a black mass of cars around the stadium. It was the heyday of NASCAR.
All-Star race. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, and you couldn't fill a seat up then. Like not all the seats. What was that, 2 years ago?
No, like 2007, 2006.
And now that was fine, but that was on the decline in NASCAR.
My old Motorola Razor phones got Jeff Gordon doing donuts after winning.
Did you say NASCAR declined after Talladega Nights?
Yeah. I want to say
it probably helped it a smidge, but
it died.
They're talking about tearing 40 or 50,000 seats out of the stadium because it costs them more to maintain them, and
they put in luxury boxes.
They're not going to put nothing in. They're counting on TV viewers instead of people showing up to the race.
It's gonna be sad when that track they just shut it down.
Yeah,
remove it.
Liam Smith just gets out of racing.
Yeah, he's like, I'm moving the track to.
I don't think they ever will. It's a prominent track,
yeah.
Right? It's a focal.
And they do other things throughout the year.
They're turning it into the Roval thing, the half street, half oval.
I don't think anybody gives a shit about the Roval.
Reopen Wilkesboro.
I hate the Roval. The name Roval.
Yeah, the name sucks.
Yeah, road oval.
Road oval.
But
it's a cornerstone track, though. You can't get rid of Charlotte Motor Speedway, right?
They do other things there.
You'd think so.
I mean, it's just things are changing. We'll see how they pan out.
I think a lot of the newer generation just doesn't care.
I think dirt racing's funner to watch.
Probably is.
Bring back sand at Daytona.
I think they need to make it like Mario Kart.
Race on the beach.
With those shells and shit.
It just needs something exciting.
Have you seen him race at Watkins
Give a
Glen?
driver a pistol with a sniper. Have a shooter and a guy with a spotter.
There's nothing exciting that happens now. They just the whole time.
All right,
Thomas
you need
misses the days of Dale Earnhardt, like leaning half out of his car on the final lap.
They do this, Thomas. You either watch a Sonoma race or a Watkins Glen race. They beat the fuck out of each other.
Yeah.
Especially 2 or 3 years ago when Tony Stewart was still racing.
Well, he killed a guy.
I remember that. Tony
Stewart.
That guy got out. Like, what you gonna do? Hit me? And he hit him.
That guy got wrapped up around the tire and like flung out.
He got shit on.
So Tony Stewart at Sonoma, when it was his last year, Tony Stewart was in the lead, got passed by Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin bumped him to get the lead, and then Tony Stewart just ass packs him in the last corner, just crams him, and then goes and wins it. And it was the greatest finish in a long time.
Here we go. Tony Stewart killed another man.
This is on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's you couldn't bring this up at work at all. When I worked there,
the guy shouldn't have got out of there.
All right,
he's like,
he thinks he got wrecked by Tony Stewart, which he kind of did.
Fuck you up, Tony.
See, the bad thing is that this is common. This is a fucking common practice of like people getting out of their cars and throwing a helmet at a car or staring the car down, like putting his hands out.
I'm gonna get you, motherfucker.
And then Tony swerves at him. That's the issue. Tony swerves up at him.
Oh,
Got him.
Dude, he tried to juke.
He's dead.
Yep. I'm surprised this is still on YouTube. And then that one guy on the ATV is like, oh my. Tony Stewart just hit that guy. All right.
So
Like, and Tony's probably in his car like, am I just about to catch a charge?
he didn't ever get in trouble for
He
that.
like
though.
drifted into the guy.
I think they settled out of
It's
court.
like some
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious
Well,
shit.
I think they said he was in the middle of the track
He was.
instead of
No,
being
he
next
was
to
at
his
fault
car.
because he had weed in his system.
Who?
The guy that got hit.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they.
I don't belong
and
on
they
the
told me
track.
They probably walked over to his dead body and just
2014.
2014. Yep, weed in his system. That means he's like lawful evil.
A wise
Kid
man
should
once
never
said.
have been in the middle of the track. Honestly, did he
Stewart
think
stabbed the
this?
throttle.
He did stab the throttle.
That's the kind of move though. They
Which-
did that in Fast and the Furious. Guy tries to drift into him like that. Rock
Yeah.
just picks the funny car up and flips it into a crowd.
Pretty much consensus here is why would you walk into the middle of the track?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
If I would jump in front of a car on the highway, are people going to be pissed at the driver for hitting
He
me?
should have stayed by his
Well,
car.
Nowadays,
Yes.
probably the
Yeah.
driver.
Yeah.
No,
He
because
probably
it'd be
just
like,
stayed at his car and just threw his helmet at Tony as he passed.
yeah, think
That's
about
the
that.
common go-to
Stay at the
move.
car.
You do that at some BLM stuff, you're dead.
Yeah,
Sure.
did you see the truck driver just like,
Yeah.
like going
They all-
through a crowd of them? They scatter. It's like a helicopter's view of him, and they just like scatter out of the way like he's parting the Red Sea.
Jeez.
Well, outro music.
Do it.
It's end on Tony Stewart killing a man.
We're the foremost experts on
We're
NASCAR.
gonna get like DMCA'd or something by NASCAR now.
We've talked about killing people a lot this episode.
Yeah, it's not pretty grim.
Yeah, we did probably touch a line we shouldn't have touched on how to give people suggestions on how to kill
We
people.
gave people terrible ideas.
It's a what if scenario.
Tyler's talking like a master plan. Nobody will find me shooting guns down the back. Of the
I
truck.
said you have time to cause mayhem, but you got to know your days are done.
You're the one doing fucking a Bond villain theme of putting plutonium on a train and hit every major city on the East Coast.
Yeah, that's unaffordable.
You're trying to
But
blow
I
up
mean,
water mains because you got a special weapon on the train.
I ain't gonna kill you,
You're Batman.
but I don't have to save you.
Fucking Batman and Rise Al Ghul.
Rage Egil.
That's the same thing as
Rage
murder.
Eggle.
Rage Egil.
That was the same thing as murder.
It was.
It was.
You let him die.
You just closed your eyes while you pulled the
It's
trigger,
like-
basically. I can't look.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
Chris, what do you got for everybody?
I don't know. Guys, have a good week.
Okay, I
Oh, and I
love
hope
it.
all the mothers out there had a happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Happy
And-
belated Mother's Day.
And the single fathers who do just as much work.
None of us have a mother. None of it. Well, we all have a mother. None of us have a wife that none of us in here.
Only one of us have children.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
I have
are you pregnant? With a butt baby?
I'm a dog father.
All right, Elon.
Oh,
Dog father. What do you got, Thomas?
Yeah. Happy Birthing People Day, and don't kill anybody.
Don't say birthing people.
That's a
day. It's
hip
Mother's
thing.
Day.
Jesus.
birthing
Pandering
sounds
fool.
so like
Birthing
scientific.
Person's Day. Sorry,
Like I birthed another child.
but really, don't kill people.
Don't.
Because you can give a butt baby. You can
A
do a
butt
butt
baby?
baby birth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Butt baby.
Yeah.
That's fine.
How much are those butt babies? I might
Just
buy
have
one
one
and
here.
just have one here on the table.
I'll find.
I showed my dad, and now he's like,
Want to try it out?
he won't
Oh.
leave me alone with these butt baby jokes now.
He's infatuated.
I got a 6th topic down was butt bone hurting.
The butt bone hurting sucks.
Hold on.
Oh, you can't go to
That's what they
shop.
call it,
Google's not going to support that.
Let me go to Amazon.
Go DuckDuckGo.
Yeah, we're looking up a butt baby dildo.
Yeah. How you doing, Alex?
Yeah, what do you got for him, Alex?
My dog's in heat, so that's fun.
You got to clean up
Nice.
messes. Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, gosh, all this sexual stuff on TV, we're going to have to block out.
This is Amazon. It's
Sweet
good.
Sweat. I like that wrap up there.
Hold on. What about you, Tyler?
Just be careful out there. Don't drive down 85 in Blackwater, anybody.
Yeah, definitely
Weapons
don't.
of ass destruction.
That's it. That's who sells the butt baby. Yeah. Oh, it's $100
$100.
That's a lot.
If we all went in,
Does it
that's
glow in the dark?
$25.
Hey, look, there's a black one.
You can get one that glows in the dark. Yeah.
I like the Buddha color one.
It's rainbow.
That's pretty cool.
So it's part of the Impreg male pregnancy series.
What?
Go scroll down, Thomas, please.
With gay rights on an all-time high.
Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling.
Surprise!
Go past the reviews.
They always wanted.
Go past the reviews.
From pussy to vagina.
The reviews are pretty good.
Wait,
So we can watch that stuff.
Wait.
We can't have that on
Wait.
YouTube.
We'll watch it after the show's
Can't have
off.
that on YouTube.
Can we not?
Are y'all ready?
Yeah,
After the show to watch that? Okay, so
Go to our Patreon. You can watch that video later.
Yeah. Yeah, I could post that to our Patreon if anybody, gave us a comment that they wanted to.
but for real, if you're out there and you like to do male pregnancy stuff, reach out to us, and I would like to know more about that. Really, I doubt we have a listener that's into that, because that's like 0.00001% of the world that probably does that. But
I think it's probably a little higher than you think.
I mean, you think it's more than our military? Because that's like 0.001 of our American
They
population.
manufacture these and sell them.
There's a lot of Indians.
I got one in right now, so it's 25%.
Is Indians into butt baby pregnancy?
Got one in
I
right
doubt
now.
it. Right now they're dying.
I got shit out of big butt baby later. It's like a backwards grenade.
I don't know what Chris said. There's so many things happening.
He was saying the butt baby comes after your butt.
He said that Indians are dying right now.
Yeah, in India.
Yeah, India, New Delhi.
Anyway,
Thomas, how can they reach out to us?
Yeah, so thanks for listening. This is TACT Lab. You can reach us on YouTube to watch the full video. We're on Facebook, Twitter, fuck Facebook though, TikTok, Instagram. We post a lot of cool stuff on Instagram. Leave us a comment, leave us a review if you really liked it, or invite 5 stars. We're on iTunes, Spotify, whole lot of things. We're out there.
Give us 1 star. Fuck it.
Give us something, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors, tell your dog, scream it from the heavens.
Yep.
Go up to the Empire State Building and jump off and scream TACT Lab as you fall.
don't do that.
The one girl did the 86th floor, and the wind blew her back to the 85th floor.
Oh man, that's
awesome.
lucky. So yeah, just don't kill anybody and have a good day. We're the foremost experts on everything. So
We are experts on something.
We know about robots.